What's up guys, I'm AhkTaar and welcome back on my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the 3 new heroes coming this Friday in the Miracle Wishes and see if they seem good or not, so let's do that. Okay, so here we are, little resume for the 2 new legendary heroes. We have Bernes, counterattack, leash and kill streak, and Dakota, poisons, team support and teammate revival. Yeah, pretty interesting. You're gonna see that they look pretty interesting. So, in terms of design, I love that one. Pretty cool looking. This is the kind of hero I love. I mean about the design. And that one I love it too. So, let's talk about them. The first one we are gonna talk about is Bernes here. It's a legendary hero from the Holy Light Parliament, an attacker 1 and with the force mark. He is a kind of solo hero, counter-attacking and getting some leech, getting some buffs in damage over his action if he kills someone, etc. So we are going to talk about that. Basic attack deals damage to a single enemy, 1 stage of attack, and it has an additional leech. That means he's gonna self-heal using the basic attack. So, first active skill here, he's gonna get a counter attack for 3 turns and increase his own attack by 40% for 2 turns. Pretty nice. Passive here, every time he's gonna inflict a kill, he's gonna self-heal and get an extra unique buff here. And then get an extra turn directly. This unique buff is gonna increase his own damage. Pretty nice. So if you kill someone, you get an extra turn, you heal yourself, you get more damage, and pretty interesting. If you have a look to the ultimate now, he's gonna increase his own crit damage for 2 turns. I guess it's gonna be a 60% more crit damage buff. And then he's gonna deal 2 stages of damage to a single enemy and an additional attack dealing some damage ignoring the defense. Maybe it's gonna be really interesting. 60% more crit damage here maybe, with 40% more attack here with the first active skill, counter attack with some leech on the basic attack, so maybe this is gonna be a solo unit to self-heal and deal a lot of damage, get extra turns if he can kill enemies. It looks pretty interesting. Talk about the first exclusive here. Exclusive 1, he's gonna get an extra turn after casting the first active skill. That after casting the counter attack and getting the 40% attack buff. And if he has counter attack on him, you can't remove his buffs. This is for PvP, but I'm not sure if he's gonna be playable, usable in PvP, to be honest. Yeah, he's gonna be interesting, but you have a lot of heroes better than that for PvP, because you can still control him, and so he has to play to get the counter attack, and this is a kind of a weak mechanic, but probably for PvE it can be really interesting. Second active skill, second exclusive here, he's gonna gain basic attack and skill damage bonus based on the number of attribute buff he's gonna have on himself. If he has a fighting spirit, this is the buff granted here if he kills an enemy for 1 turn. And when he has 5 layers of attribute buffs, the maximum he can get is 30% bonus in basic attack and skill damage, and the minimum is 15%. So, okay, if you kill an enemy, then you can have between 15% and 30% more basic attack damage and skill damage bonus. Interesting, why not? But you have to kill some enemies. So that means if you are against the boss, it's not gonna work. Because you have nobody to kill. So he is not designed for bosses, waves, but yeah, waves neither, because if you clear waves, after that you are against the boss, so I don't know. I think it's designed for PvP, but maybe he's gonna be a bit weak for PvP, I don't know. Level 3 exclusive, he's gonna get more damage on the basic attack, and then if he deal more than 20% of the target's max HP using the basic attack, he's gonna get another unique buff for 1 turn up to 3 layers, and it's gonna deal more damage when he's gonna cast the basic attack if he has that unique buff, depending on the layers here, I think. So it's pretty interesting. I'm not sure if he's gonna be game changer. Maybe the other one is gonna be really interesting. That one seems pretty nice, but a bit weak because he has to play. It's an attacker, that means he's not gonna have a lot of speed at the beginning, and he has to cast the counter attack here in order to become efficient. So I don't know if he's gonna be good. Maybe he's gonna be good, but I mean, he's not gonna be game changer, I think. So let's talk about the next one, Dakota here, a new hero from the Eternal Sect and a support one with the blue mark. And she is interesting in terms of poison to support your team. First attack, AoE with a chance to inflict 1 poison on everyone. Pretty interesting on the basic attack, 1 poison. I love that. With pursuits, and counter attacks, she's gonna apply every time a poison in AoE. That's pretty strong for a basic attack. Then on the first active skill here, she's gonna cast Toxic Swamp for 3 turns on all enemies, and every time you're gonna inflict a poison on enemies, you're gonna extend the duration of poison by 1 turn if they have Toxic Swamp. And that looks pretty strong. And for every layer of poison you inflict, there is a chance to inflict another debuff on the target, up to 40 layers rose poison. And rose poison here is gonna have an effect on the ultimate here. I'm gonna talk about the ultimate right now to explain. When she's gonna cast the ultimate, it's gonna remove all the poisons from enemies and deals poison damage. For each poison removed, it's gonna deal extra poison damage. So the more the poisons on enemies, the higher the damage. And every time you have some rose poison on enemies, you have a chance when you cast this skill to convert rose poisons into 1 layer of poison, to place again poisons. That's how a rose poison works. But it's not gonna work if you have less than 4 layers of rose poison on the target, but normally you should be able to place a lot of rose poisons. So with the passive, she is immune to all control effects. That's interesting for PvP because in PvE you have not many units to control your heroes. When she is targeted, when someone in front of you inflicts some damage with the basic attack or a skill on her, she's gonna inflict a rose poison on everybody, and she's gonna have a chance on the attacker, and she will have a chance to reduce the attacker's effect resistance by 50% for 2 turns. And that's pretty strong, in fact. That's super efficient. To have that, resistance down, AoE poisons on the basic attack, she looks pretty interesting. I love that. Exclusive one is gonna be huge. It's gonna be a poisoner applying speed by buff 40% to your entire team with the first active skill here. So after that, yeah, she's gonna be really interesting. You can make now a full poison team with MacD, who provides a consolidation and increases the poison damage, with her increasing your own speed and applying more poisons. Then you have a full poison team now if you have her, and that's pretty interesting. I love that. Second exclusive here, it's gonna reduce the damage dealt to her if they have poison on them. And she can revive your heroes. Imagine you have a hero who dies, and she's gonna remove all the layers of rose poison from all enemies and revive your dead ally with 15% of the ally's max HP, and for 1 layer of rose poison removed on all enemies, she is gonna restore 1% of the ally's max HP. So the more layer of rose poisons, the better the heals and the revive. You can revive only 1 hero per wave. But that's pretty interesting. I love that. It's a bit game changer, I would say. And finally, exclusive 3, she is also gonna increase all allies attack by 40% for 2 turns before dealing damage with the ultimate. So speed buff 40%, attack buff 40%, revive. That's great. And also remember here, extend the duration of poisons. And poison in AoE with the basic attack, and resistance down 50%. She is amazing. She is clearly amazing. I love her. And finally, let's talk about the last one, Olivia here. Hidden Wave, a defense unit with a blue mark. With the basic attack, she's gonna deal defense damage to a single enemy with a chance to reduce the attack by 20% for 2 turns. First active skill increases all allies' speed by 20% and their turn meta, so pretty nice, pretty decent for an epic hero. Here with the passive, every time she's gonna take a turn, she's gonna grant the ally with a less amount of HP, an ally protection, and heal that hero. And tank some damage from that hero under ally protection. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. And ultimate here, she's gonna increase all allies' defense by 30% for 2 turns and grants them a shield. So it's a pretty nice support. I love that. Having this kind of stuff on an epic hero is pretty strong. I love that. So first exclusive here. The first active skill is going to increase the turn meta of all allies by 8% additionally to the previous turn meta increase from the skill. So pretty nice. Second exclusive reduces the damage dealt to the ally under ally protection granted by the passive here, so it's pretty strong too. And finally, with the third exclusive, it's going to increase the defense of all your heroes by 60% on the ultimate instead of 30%. So, what do you think about all these heroes? I think that epic hero is absolutely great for an epic hero support one. I love that her mechanic, she provides a lot of stuff to your heroes. And we love having great epic heroes, I won't lie telling that. And that one is gonna be really interesting too in a poison team. It provides a lot of stuff here. Attack plus 40% to the team once, exclusive 3. Yeah, it's a lot of exclusives. Speed plus 40% to the team with the first one. She can revive and extend the duration of poisons. And personally, I love that. And finally, Bernes here, maybe a good hero to solo some content. I'm not sure about that. It's a direct damage dealer, a single target one. I'm not sure if he's gonna be efficient in PvE, sorry. He looks pretty designed for PvP, but as I said, he has to take his turn in order to apply the counter attack and the buff. And taking a turn with the DPS is pretty hard in PvP. Otherwise, you have to play some heroes such as Esther. Maybe with Esther, he's gonna have an extra piercing rate, more damage, and turn meta increase. Esther exclusive 3, I mean, or maybe Rista, something like that. Maybe he's gonna deal a lot of damage. I don't know yet. I have to try that before. So rendezvous in my next video when they are gonna be released in the game. I did this Thursday on the update, and we are going to talk about them more in detail. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and then see you in the next one. Bye bye.